Okay, hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of my Feed the Beast Let's Play. You can see my farms are growing. I have some machinery, I moved some around, I added a tank here. We're going to add a machine in there later this episode. But first I've got some crafting to do. Two things to craft. First thing is a fabricator. I've kind of laid out the recipe. First we need to make engineering bricks with this guy. Like so. We can use any color, I chose blue because that's what I have most of. And then we use those engineering bricks to make the fabricator. So let's grab all that good stuff. And what this is it's basically like a crafting table, but you know, if I do this, it's gonna make an overlay. Well, the fabricator works differently and I'd best actually show it to you, which I will do once I have crafted it. So, engineering bricks, as you can see we get 4, which kind of makes sense. Then we put some stone in the crafting table and we get our fabricator. And I'm going to replace this crafting table with a fabricator. So as you can see we've got 2 inventories. To the left you can put in a crafting recipe, but it's at the left we can put in a recipe, but as you can see it doesn't use up the items, and it shows the funds here but we can't take it out. However, if we give it some... oh wait, I don't need to do this, because if you want to see it, well, I did a video on it, so you can watch that. You can also do it with NEI. So, next thing I'm going to do is make a minion stone, because I finally got enough shards of minion. So, ahead we go. Minion stone. How do we do that? We need an inert stone first. And why is it not happening? Because it should be pulling from this chest here. You need some sort of update or a click, or can you for some reason not pull from this side of the chest? No. Maybe if I just give it the stuff it needs. Ah, there we go. Ah, well, it seems to be a bit derpy. Now, minium stone. And poof! There we go, minium stone. Let's clear this guy. What do I also want to make? I've collected up 50-ish buckets of lava from a pool down in my mines, because I want to build a nether portal. However, I just remembered that there's a cheaper way to do that, which is using equivalent exchange. Yay! Because in equivalent exchange you can transmute 2 pieces of wood into obsidian, and there we go, 10 pieces of obsidian. So as you'll be able to see once we get there, I dug this space out already. Hey. Okay, so put down some torches and grab our flint and steel to ignite it. Where's it? Here. This is kind of my random junk chest, really. We're not going to be in there right now, however. I'm just gonna leave it there. So we also need a few other machines. One of them is an induction smelter. That guy is really important. So we're going to make one later this episode. So first let me grab some dust. We need some iron dust, like so. Some ferrous dust, like so. And then we can make... no wait, not like that. Invert dust. I guess this recipe gets overridden by GregTech. Then we can throw this in a furnace to smelt it. And wait till it's done. I'll meet you back then. And I've got my stuff and I'm back to show you the awesomeness of the fabricator. Look it up. What's missing? Oh right, this. And there we go, induction smelter. That was easy. Okay, place it here. One input's gonna we're gonna use the top for input mixed and everything. The back is gonna be output, both of them, and everything else is gonna be nothing. And I'm just going to steal this hopper here because I'm not using it anyway. Or actually no, I'm not gonna steal it. This is also going to give us a better, more controlled way of processing our metals, but we won't use that for now. Thing we'll use it for though is in this episode I wanna go into the Nether and make a lava pump. For that we need tesseracts, and for those we need tesseract frames, and those need hardened glass, which are made in an induction smelter with lead and some pulverized obsidian. I need 4 pieces of obsidian, that's 8 pieces of wood, 8 not mine. This transmutation is really awesome. Okay, obsidian. What else do we need? Oh, lead. Okay, let's go pulverize some obsidian. Obsidian, there we go. I just turned off the output so that I could get the stuff, and I'm just running it off of the good old power supply, but we are going to make like a good old Stirling engine, just as, you know, some sort of, let's say, a supplement kind of deal. So let me craft that up and I'll meet you. So there we go, this is my simplistic supplement power setup. Here's our pulverized obsidian, and let's throw it in here, and I'll have to wait, so I'll meet you when it's done, because really it's no fun to watch. So while my stuff is still cooking over there, I'm crafting up another machine which we are also going to need for the tesseract, because the tesseract is basically a tesseract frame filled with molten ender pearls, so we need something to fill it with. That's what this liquid transposer does. Let's craft it up, and what am I missing? Copper. Get over here. There we go. I also made a hopper for another machine actually, not for this one. Liquid transposer, configure. You output to the back, that's fine. You can take input from the top, that's also fine. This is for both liquid and item input, by the way. For the next machine we're gonna have to go, oh, it's done, cool. So let's craft up, I failed because actually I need 2 of these tesseracts. Oh yeah, farms. Good times. Because of course I need one to send this stuff. Those are basically pretty much like teleport pipes. So of course I need one to send the stuff and one to receive it. And foolish as I am, I only thought of one guy, instead of remembering that I need 2 guys. So I'll sit around here talking while this finishes, because it's nearly done anyway. As you can see, yeah, this engine is not quite enough for everything, but just such a pain for these engines to heat up, and then for it to be worth it you have to do a whole bunch of processes, and yeah, it's just such a hassle. And here we're gonna have an igneous extruder. I thought we'd need that to make obsidian, when I remembered, hey, I can make aluminium stone, and I can use that. Also, I'm kind of liking the grass floor here. I think I'm gonna keep it. Oh, first batch is done and is traveling up here, being slow. Second batch is nearly done. Let's just switch this so we can pick it directly out of here. And while I was interrupted, it got done, and let's switch this guy back. and steal a lot. Oh no, let's leave it in there. I need to charge up my machines anyway. And each tesseract frame needs a diamond. Luckily I have a few. I have 15 total. I'm gonna have slightly less afterwards. And you also need some tin for each tesseract frame. How's it going? Boom, boom, boom. And we got 2. Nice. Wow. Creepy cave noises. We just throw those into a liquid transposer, but oh noes! We got no ways to get molten ender yet. How do we get molten ender? It's not in there. We get it from ender pearls. Okay, that's kinda obvious. Of NEI, liquids don't really show up, so yeah, that's kinda annoying. But here we go. We get a quarter of a bucket from one ender pearl, and of course it's not showing anything. So we need to do this, and we need 1 bucket. Ah, that's not too bad. But what was that machine we need? Oh right, a magma crucible. Oh no, nether brick. That's why I built a nether portal. And also because the nether is where I want to suck lava from. But even if I wanted to suck it from somewhere else, I'd still need to go to the nether. So I'm not gonna go to the troubles of finding a nether fortress unless there's one like right next to me, because I can make it with some netherrack and soul sand or in a compressor. Oh nice. With this, but I'm gonna use this method because even though it's a bit more expensive, it's probably fast because compressors are slow like shit. And yes, I'm swearing. I decided that I do it, but I'll keep it to a minimum. Oh, and yes, I could also soul forge stone bricks, but you know what? What do we need for this? Oh, glowstone. Hey, never! Wild dust. Soul sand. Hey, never! Yeah. That won't work. And also, how do we make a soul forge? Oh, we also need some of this corrupted essence. So really, I think this is the fastest way to do it. And this is where, if you haven't guessed, this is where my magma crucible is gonna go. Okay, while editing this episode, I noticed that my recording program dubbed up again and there's no sound except for the last clip. So here I'm sleeping through the night, and I'm gonna have to do a commentary overlay later. So now I'm gonna go into the nether. I already went there, but I didn't do anything. So I'm gonna go into the nether and I'm gonna build a quick shelter. And I seem to have forgotten something. Oh right, my flint and steel in case the portal is destroyed. So as you can see, I've got a wooden door, I've got lots of cobblestone, a crafting table, and also a few basic stone tools and some food. Only the basics. And here I am, Nether has loaded, and as you can see the portal is off. Though I don't really know why, since it just was activated. And I was not hit by a ghast ball. However, if you look at the minimap, there is actually a ghast up north. And yeah, building a quick shelter, jumping to place blocks, and oh wow, major lag there. So I have actually recorded episode 13, so I've got a huge backlog of episodes, which I'm now clearing out since my parents are away until Wednesday. So I'm gonna have plenty of time to just clear up that huge backlog of episodes that I got. And now I'm in a nice closed shelter. I think I'm gonna reactivate that portal, but first I'm gonna check if to make sure that there's something beneath the soul sand. Apparently not. I will check that one. And breaking through the wall, and ghast, who I bet is gonna shoot at us in a moment. Which is why I'm building this cobblestone walkway. There we go. Ha! Can't break cobblestone, you're weak. Explosions. Ah, it's in my face. Go away. Man, even though I watched this clip already, I was really surprised. Just die, you evil bats. And there he goes again. Yeah, in hindsight maybe I shouldn't have recorded this because it's getting long, but oh right, I'm gonna make a cut anyway, so see you in a second. And there we go, and I'm back from the Nether. I dug out some sort of path. I grabbed some netherrack, some soul sand, and I even found some sphalerite ore. That's the two dusts up there in the top row of my inventory. The left one is sphalerite dust and the right one's zinc dust. I can't use the sphalerite yet, but in a few episodes I'll be making a machine to alleviate that. Also because in the Nether, GregTech adds many different ores. There's sphalerite, which you just saw. There's also pyrite. I hope I'm saying that right. And it's basically iron sulfide. So it's pretty much it works the same way as sphalerite. It usually spawns in huge veins, so you can get a ton of it. And it's really good for iron because you just get a lot of the dust. And I don't know what I'm doing. Oh right, I'm grabbing some soul sand and some netherrack to cook in an induction smelter, because that's gonna give me nether brick. So changing the config so I don't have to wait for it to reach the chest. Waiting for it because it's quick, and there we go, 2 nether bricks. I really love this. I don't even have to find a nether fortress. Though there is actually one quite close to my nether portal. I mean, not too close, but by sheer dumb luck I did find it. So where am I gonna put that alloy furnace? I think up there. No, down there. I do not know what I'm doing. Oh right, yeah. I found out that fabricators cannot pull stuff from a chest that's above them. So yeah, I'm making another chest to put besides it, I think. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, this is just my miscellaneous junk chest. And I am gonna make a magma crucible. Like so. You can use it to basically melt down things into liquid form. Wait a moment. Ah no, I didn't. The reason I want to do this is because I want to use lava from the Nether as a power source, but I need a way to get the lava over here, and for that I'm gonna use a liquid tesseract, which is from thermal expansion. And basically the way you make it is you get yourself a tesseract frame, which I'm gonna show in a moment. Then you melt down some ender pearls and fill the tesseract with the frame with that, and then depending on what type of tesseract you want, you wrap some machinery around it and some other stuff. But first, let's make a magma crucible. I think I already showed myself making a liquid transposer. So yeah, we need a bucket for this. and gonna make a machine frame now, and there we go. Next up, a bucket, and finally the actual magma crucible, and there we go. You can't just use this for tesseracts, you can also use it for a bunch of other things. For example, I can make a redstone energy cell, which allows me to store Minecraft jewels, or I could make redstone energy conduits, which are way better than conductive pipes. I'm gonna make both of those, and I'm gonna use them a lot, quite a lot actually. So now I'm just getting some coal coke to fuel my engines, because I need to both charge and use my magma crucible. And yeah, hoppers have a and engines have a hitbox that's bigger than the block looks, so I was unable to access that steam engine. And they are all heating up, and this one has reached 100 degrees, so it should start producing power. Okay, yes, it's filling up. And now all I need is some ender pearls. I happen to well, not just some ender pearls, obviously I also need the rest. But I need ender pearls first. 4 of them, and yes, I can transmute them, which is very awesome. There are also a few other ways to make those, such as UU matter and stuff from bees, but obviously I'm not quite there yet. And now I'm gonna make ender pearls. And if you paid attention, you'll see that I'm not making 4 but 8 ender pearls. Why is that? Because obviously I need 2 tesseracts, one to send the stuff from the Nether and one over here to receive it. Both are made the same way and they are actually identical, it's just a setting on the actual block. So I'm getting this to melt down, and I'm doing this first because I know that it's going to take a long while, especially with the tiny amount of power that I'm producing here. So that's why I'm doing that, and I'm getting rid of this alloy furnace, and I think, yeah, I'm putting it up here. And the torch spam that I did up there was because my crops kept breaking as soon as I planted them, because there wasn't enough lights. So I decided to screw it and just spam the heck out of those torches. So one ender pearl has melted down, and it's not in here, it's in the liquid transposer. Oh, I already made the tesseract frame. Oh well, just as good. So I just made a cut there, I don't know why. I think my recording program must have cut me off because I don't see any good reason. And oh look, a zombie pigman. I am gonna kill him, but I'm gonna get a better sword for that. Bane of Creepers. I actually got that as a loot from a zombie, but it was extremely broken. So I repaired and renamed it in an anvil, which I think I melted down afterward. No, wait, it's still there. It's sitting on one of my chests. There you can see power flowing through. And yeah, those zombie pigmen spawn from the portals. They spawn once every 2 hours on hard mode, which is what we are playing on. And I just made another cut, which I didn't introduce because I wasn't looking at the timeline, so sorry for that. But I've got my unattuned tesseracts, which is basically a tesseract frame filled with molten ender. And I'm gonna wanna make a liquid tesseract, well, 2 actually, and I'm showing you the recipe right there. And as you can see, in the meantime I harvested my farms. I think I must have done quite a lot of stuff, because that's typically what I do if there's no nothing really to do other than wait for my machines to finish doing whatever they're doing. And missing something. Tin, I think. And copper. Copper, tin, and it's jumping around again, and silver, and there we go. Goodbye. Stuff. Hello, tesseracts. They are so cool. Okay, gonna stow them in there for now because I can't use them right off the bat. Obviously, all they do is transfer liquid from one place to the other without anything in between. But I do need to I do need something to get the liquid and something in somewhere to put the liquid. So I'm gonna make a multi-tank from GregTech, which is basically, it's extremely cheap to make. You can build it out of cobblestone. It's sort of similar to a Raycraft iron tank. Basically it's a multi-block that's a tank. So all you need for it is valves, which I'm gonna show you how to make like right now. So first I need engineering bricks. Those are available in all 5 colors of Xycoridite. For the valve it does not matter which color you use. And I'm throwing some iron in here because I need some iron bars. And a bucket, which I have here. And now I can make a valve. Well, actually you get 4 of them, so you see how this is really ridiculously cheap. So there's that. Then I'm gonna go into my cellar, into my basement, and I'm gonna start to dig out a tank, and those can be made in different sizes. It goes from 3 by 3 by 3 to 12 by 12 by 12 on the outside. So I can get a maximum of 10 by 10 by 10, and oh look, I did it. And this is a max size multi-tank. I haven't connected it up to anything yet, but it exists, and you can identify the blocks that belong to it because they have this bluish grid over them, as you can see and just saw again, and that's very useful. And I did a cut again because I just made a staircase all the way down and placed a valve down there as well, because multi-tanks have another special thing, which is that if you're pumping liquid out of it, you also need a valve for that. You can only pump liquid if the liquid level goes at least up to that valve. So that's another interesting thing about multi-tanks. So the amount those hold is 16 buckets for each block on the inside of the tank. So in this tank there is 10 times 10 times 10 blocks on the inside. That's 16,000 buckets of lava. And believe it or not, but later on I'm actually gonna fill up this tank. Oh, it's gonna take a long while, but it is gonna fill up. And I'm making some liquid ducts, which are sort of like BuildCraft waterproof pipes, except they are way better. First of all, you don't need to power them with any clunky redstone engine or any such things really. And I keep going down the wrong stair. So let's light this up and plop down a tesseract right here. Configure it. Frequency is 1. and we're gonna call that Nether lava and save and set. And we only want to receive stuff. So that's this work done. Next we're gonna go into the Nether, I think. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Yeah, we're gonna go into the Nether, make a pump and set that up, and there's a cut incoming and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So just a quick finisher.
Oh, it's done.
I went to the Nether, set the pump up, also went ahead and made some magmatic engines. They're really nothing fancy, it's just the regular old Buildcraft engine recipe. Oop, cheat mode, go away. It's just this old recipe with Invar, which we make from come on, iron and ferrous, so that's easy to make. And the Invar gears are almost like any Buildcraft gear, but instead of wrapping a gear, you just wrap an iron ingot in Invar. So there's that. I made 8 of those. I also made a redstone energy cell, which is like so. Basically you have to make the energy cell frame. You have to fill it with liquid redstone, then surround it in some stuff, and the way you make this, well, you need quite a bit of redstone. I think it's 40 pieces, and this is, well, quite similar to the tesseract. So yeah, I didn't show you that. As you can see, there's another room here. If we go up here, we'll also see another room. This actually took me quite some time to dig out, and that's why my lava tank actually filled up. But what's that? It's not full. Well, that's because I added a second one on the bottom, and the two tanks joined. So yeah, that's pretty awesome, and now I've got lots of lava, over 20,000 buckets now. I think as a final wrapping up point, I'll just show you what havoc I have wreaked, what a number I have done on the lava lake that I was pumping from. So let's just sit through this. Wait while the Nether loads. It has loaded. Let's go over here. And as you can see, I've made this look pretty nice. And oh wow, look at that mess we made. Also, chunks are not loading, but if we look at the minimap, it's just a mess. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's just a huge mess we made of that lava lake. No wonder I have so much. Ah well. So I think I'll wrap up this episode and see you next one.